Cantillation. We have lots of different ways of singing the same cantillation, the same trope. They have the same names, they look the same, but if we're reading Haftarah, we sing one way. If we're reading Torah, we read another way. If it's the high holidays, we sing it another way. If we're looking at Megillot, like Ruth or Esther or Lamentations, we sing it a different way. I start with the Haftorah trope because this is usually in the basic Bar Bat Mitzvah, it's the longest trope that we teach. When I first start in this first meeting with the parents, we talk about the roles of the trope. And there are 3 different roles. And I ask the parents and the student, what are these roles? What roles do they play? Why do we need them? And the first one they usually come up with is that they're the musical notation, which is absolutely right. The second one, with some help in comparing it to a regular text, is that it's punctuation, because we don't have periods, commas, exclamation points, and question marks in the Torah. We have trope. And the third, which is a little more difficult to get to, is they tell us what is the meaning of the word and how to pronounce the word. So we talk about syllables. For instance, my name is Susie. Susie. כמה הברות יש בשם שלי?
2.
נכון. איזה הברה מותאמת? Susie.
Sue.
נכון. And then we look at an example in Hebrew, and this is the same letters, but with the 2 syllables. The first word has a second syllable accented, so we say berech, which means blessed. The second word, same letters, but the first syllable is accented, so we say berech, which is a knee. It happens to be a part of the body. And our trope are our keys to letting us know how to pronounce that word. Also, the meaning can be gotten from the sentence, but sometimes the meaning is a little denser, and we need to use this great helpful hint of the trope in the accented syllable. To teach the trope, I want the students to learn on a neutral basis. So in the first lesson, again with the parents, I present a card with the trope under it in a different color. So we learn Sof Pasuk at the end of every sentence from this, using the name of the trope. Sof Pasuk.
Sof Pasuk.
And then I'll use examples that are not in their Haftarah, because I want them, if they're going to make mistakes, I want them to make mistakes on the cards and not on something that they're going to have to then relearn. So we have different kinds of examples. We have normal examples like Hamlucha. Usually the last syllable is accented.
Tena.
Yofi, מצוין. There are 3 notes. The accented syllable has 2 notes. Here there are 2 words that are connected with a hyphen. It's as though it's one word. Ad meod. And here we have a grammatical thing that's interesting. We say
Kocho.
יופי, עכשיו קודשו.
Kocho.
And the last example is when the first, what do we do when the first syllable is accented? Melech. And again, I have parents and the student try these together so that they can understand them together. And that's how I introduce cantillation.